Alright, so spawning down in the bottom left-hand corner, we have our blue Zerg from Exile 5. It is Pezz. That's how you said. Oh no, I just looked down.
They both end in Zs. So up in the top spawn we have the orange Protoss, orange, representing Team Silicon Sports, the best team in the world. His name is Pezz.
Bit of a plug there.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're seeing it looks like Pezz is going to go for another bit of a gateway expand. This pylon is being made right next to the Nexus there. Maybe you can see Nexus first. I mean, maybe doubtful on Yonsu, of course. I mean, it's a shortish rush distance.
Yeah, you got to have serious balls of steel to go for a Nexus first on Yonsu. I think this is the shortest rush distance in the game at the moment. I'm not too sure exactly, but especially given he went Nexus first last time, he's got to be worried about the early pull, but he is going to go Gateway.
Yep. Okay, so NXZ on the other side of the map, he's gone up to 15, he's going to throw down his pull first, yes he is. So
okay, so this is a victory for Pezz.
Yeah.
This is a really good build order win for Pezz. Pull first is so much weaker against Gateway Expand than Hatch or 3 Hatch, for obvious reasons. But it's really uncomfortable as Zerg having to throw down that pull first, and I think he did it because game 1 he got Cannon Rush, so he didn't want to risk that again. So NXZ is playing really safe here. He's even scouting for 2 gates in his base.
Yep. And Pezz is also going to get that scout off. He's going to see that pull first as well, so he's going to be extra happy with this probe scout moving out. And I mean, he's not going to be able to bully the natural going down, but I mean, he got really the scout that he wanted. Actually, I don't think he saw the drone move out, and he's got this probe on patrol now.
Yeah, I think you can just assume that the hatchery is there. He's probably just checking for gas timings right now to see if NXZ is going to go for gasless or take an early speed like last game.
Yeah, and over on the other side of the map, Pezz just being basically standard as possible. I mean, he's got his single gas, he's got his sidebow on the way. And yeah, just playing fairly normal out from here. And now finally that probe is going to be pushed out by a couple of links here, so NXZ will be happy to get rid of that nuisance and just keep going on with the game.
Yeah, and Pezz staying on 1 gas for this long leads me to believe that he's probably going to go for some sort of gateway pressure. Typically Protoss will take 2 gases early on, and then that'll allow them to tech up quicker. But if they want to commit to some gateway pressure, then they'll only take 1 gas. So if NXZ can scout this, he'll probably be able to identify that there is a pressure coming.
Yep.
It is a lot easier to hold the pressure with gasless though, because Queens and Spines are so strong against just Zealots, which is all you can afford with 1 gas.
I wonder if that was a misclick there from Pezz trying to hide that probe down there. Or it just kind of, he tried to click up onto the main and just accidentally click down there.
Yeah, I think it must have been a misclick.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you'd want to hide a probe with a link chasing, so either that or he's really ballsy.
Yep. NXZ right now just sitting on his 2 bases right now. Usually see a third come down just before around 5 minutes if he's going to go for that third anyway, but yeah, he might think there could be some pressure maybe after seeing the probe come so early, so just hanging around on the 2 bases for now is actually getting 2 gases.
Yeah, 5-minute double gas is a really nice build order from NXZ. Pretty much the stock standard response to gateway openings is a 5-minute gas.
Yeah, and it looks like a little bit of pressure moving onto the map here from Pezz. He's got his Zealot, his Stalker, and a Militia Core. He can cause a little bit of a problem if there was a third base to cause a problem out, but it's not really there at the moment.
Yeah, I think both players are playing really safe here. Pezz is doing a little bit of a poke just to check if there's a third, but he's not really looking to kill it, just maybe force some lings. And NX has actually preemptively made lings, so...
And I think if Pezz saw a third there, he's going to make a third of his own because he has a probe in position. And the Stalker getting completely surrounded and taken down.
Yeah, that's sloppy from Pezz. But he might actually get an Overlord on the side. Oh, no, just gets away.
He's still on the high ground. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Shot. Yeah, I think if he saw a third there, he was going to throw down a third of his own. He had a probe sitting at that third base for quite a while there.
Yeah, so he's actually just playing, both players playing extremely safe, and we're seeing double Evo from NXZ, and I'm pretty sure he's going to go for upgraded lings.
Yep.
I know he in particular is really strong with that style, so I'm excited to see him play it out.
Yep, and Militia just still pushing around, pushing away these lings, trying to pressure the front. They don't have their ling speed, so getting away, of course, if something was to chase them, but... I mean, there's nothing really this early that Protoss can really chase down slow lings with, is there?
And he actually does get that overlord then
Oh,
with
he
the
did.
stalker.
Oh, he moved to the other high ground.
Yeah.
Alright.
Revenge.
Yep. Goes down, and he's actually NXZ's going to take this third now. He's taking down the rocks between that to connect up the creep, connect up the bases, and feel a little bit more secure there. We may actually no, I think Pezz would probably look to take that forward third base, if anything.
Pezz actually still hasn't committed to any tech, so
Yeah, and we're actually seeing some gateways being tacked on now, but they don't know who takes him up to 4. Oh, 5, sorry.
yeah, he's definitely looking to take a third right now. I can't see him all leaning off of this opening because there's just no tech, unless... Yeah, so I really like NXZ's position here, actually. He's got his lair on the way, he's got his 1-1, about halfway done, just under halfway done. Fully saturated main and natural, nice crude spread, so yeah, he'd be sitting really happy right now.
Yeah, and these rocks are going to take a little while to go down with just 2 queens on him, but he's just using his lings to just make sure there's nothing coming from Pezz as of yet. But he is taking a little bit of caution though. He's throwing down some spore crawlers at the front of his base.
Yeah, I think because he lost that overlord, he didn't really see anything at all. He's just blindly making some lings, and this is actually super risky for Pezz.
Oh, does he get? Oh, the probe is protected, so he isn't going to lose his... It's moving in there between the sentries like that. And he's going to try and dive in, but there is a zealot still guarding that front door, so Pezz positions himself pretty nicely to try and get himself this third base, which he is going to throw down.
Wow, those spore crawlers actually denied the Phoenix scout. He did see the double evo, but he didn't get to see in the main, so he doesn't really know if there's an infestation pit or a spire or anything like that on the way.
And there we go, that 1-1 is very close to finishing here for NXZ. He's about 13 seconds off 1-1 completing, as the Lings are going to try and jump in and do some damage somewhere, but he needs to wait for those upgrades before sacrificing too many Lings. And now, here we go, his upgrades are completed, his Lings are sitting there, 2-2 now on the way, and getting Pathogen Glance, so he might just go into infest a Ling. And then into Ultras.
I definitely think he can break in here. Oh.
Yeah, that Zealot gonna go down for sure. He's gonna be able to sneak in.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he doesn't keep the pressure on though. He does pull out.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I think he wants to try and catch these units down here at the third out position, in which he does. He does have the upgrades now. He can fight every single one of these units right now, and he's gonna do it. The Zealot's still taking a lot of the front. He takes in a lot of the Zealot, so another good resupply here, and he can take on this army once again. I mean, the force field's alone now. He's forced a lot of them out, and he just kind of pulls away, but he does see the Warp Prism moving out, so that's going to be helpful for him as well by setting up his defenses back at home. In the Pathogen Gland just about to finish, and Hive on the way.
The question is whether he actually saw it. His units were there, but did he see it fly over? Because he's not really reacting right now.
No,
he's just going for more pressure with the Lings. And I think Pezz knows he's up against the 1-1 Ling Ultra Infesta style right now, obviously, because of those Lings, but I don't think he can hold on to this third.
Yeah, there's a lot of Lings moving across the map right now. He's going to try and break into the front, maybe? No, okay, he swings back around to the third base. A lot of Lings here. He's going to run straight headlong into a lot of Zealots here, but he does have a lot of Lings to try and fight
really
with.
Nice force fields.
Yeah, nice force fields, keeping those sentries at the back. And the Zealot's starting to fall, though. The Nexus Cannon is being an equalizer, though, especially with the Mothership Core on top of those Lings. And a lot of Lings going down there for a few Zealot kills.
Yeah, this actually is quite Olinish from NXZ because he still doesn't have a fourth at 12 minutes against a Protoss who's got a third pretty much well underway. You really need to be up one base. And Pezz is exploiting the weakness of this style and doing Warp Prism harass because there's nothing that can kill that Warp Prism.
Yeah, he's coming in. He's going to clean it up pretty well. He's going to make the Ultras then. If these Zealots get a little bit a bit of a wonder off and see that, it could be, of course, very troublesome. But we did already see a bit of a mortal production coming out of Pezz, I believe. There is a robot. I'm not sure if there is a mortal or not.
No immortals. He's actually doesn't have much of an army supply right now, Pezz.
Yeah.
He's just been holding on with these sentries, so when these Ultralists get out, it's going to get really hairy, although he's doing some nice harass on the third again. But NXZ is all over it.
Last time we keep locking them down, only Ling's getting attacked there, so he does save the rest of those drones pretty nicely. Ultralist Cavern is getting pretty close to complete, but another Warp Prism Warp in at the top. He does have the charge completed and is keeping NXZ at home for so long right now. And the Lings are starting to run low here for NXZ.
Yeah, it's really nice harass from Pezz, and he's actually probably going to kill the fourth as well.
Yeah, actually, I didn't see that warping over there, and he's looks like that's getting very, very low. There's some Lings just kind of sitting there in the main doing nothing to come over here and defend, but he's just sending enough over there to kill him off. But will he save this base?
Oh, this is close.
No, he gets it.
Just lives.
The Warp Prism hangs around long enough. And looks like the army is starting to posture here. He's got Archons here to deal with this mass Ling kind of ultra attack that is coming out. 3-3 is now on the way for our Zerg and the chitinous plating, but this army is looking very strong here from Protoss. It may look very small, but Archons against Lings.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to how the fungals go. The army of Pezz is pretty nice. Like, he has, that's about to be like 7 Archons, maybe, yeah, 7 Archons. And he's going to have a large warping of Zealots. He's got 1,900 minerals, although he just got supply blocked.
That's a little bit unfortunate.
Oh, I'm not sure if he can do this. This is risky.
That's a lot of fungals here from our NXZ. He does, yes. He fungals very well. These Archons being kept in place. The Time Warp's coming down though to keep the Ultras back, but the Ultras don't really have the upgrades, but they're being kept alive for such a long time from these Queens, and the Archons are just falling, and this looks like it could be the end here for Pezz.
Yeah, beautiful hold from NXZ. I think Pezz had to wait until he dumps those minerals. Like, he still has 1.7k minerals. Yeah, GG.
Wow, very good game there from NXZ in the end there. The Ultras being the